James Beard, certainly a legend in his own time.
An amazing man.
Larger than life.
Pioneer.
Everybody knows the name, James Beard. They might not know exactly who he is, but they know his name.
When this man speaks, master chefs listen. This is James Beard.
This is Sarasota unbleached flour. Let me tell you what unbleached means.
Many of the chefs who join us here on The Dish are recipients of the prestigious James Beard Award, which honors all aspects of the food industry.
But not as much is known about the man whose face graces the medal. A new documentary by PBS American Masters explores the life of America's first foodie.
Yes, he liked beef Wellington, but he liked chipped beef on toast. He loved macaroni and cheese. He appreciated a great ham sandwich.
His glasses would be down on a chain, and you could see what he had in the previous meal on the glasses.
He was one of the founding fathers of eating well and carrying on about it and gossiping about the other people who are doing it.
He gave us benchmarks for eating, for cooking, and for living.
Kathleen Squires is a producer on the film and a member of the James Beard Foundation. And Daniel Boulud, one of the world's most revered French chefs, appears in the film to talk about the lasting legacy of James Beard. Good morning to you both. Welcome.
Good morning.
Kathleen, let me start with you because, as was mentioned, this is a man whose name most people know, but they often don't know a lot about him. So tell me a little bit about James Beard.
James Beard was a true pioneer of American cookery. He was a prolific writer of newspaper articles, magazine articles, and cookbooks during a time when not a lot of people were writing about food. He was also the first to have a cooking show on television in 1946.
Wow.
Paving the way for people like Jacques Pepin and Julia Child. He was a committed mentor, teacher, restaurant consultant, and above all, he championed American cuisine and ingredients during a time when the world was always looking to Europe for culinary inspiration.
It was fascinating to watch yesterday and see the impact that he had on so many people. And Chef, for you, you look back to 1939, I know for him that had a big impact on him, the World's Fair and the French restaurant La Pavillon.
Very much.
What impact did he have on you and those two things as well?
Well, for me, it was not the 30s or the 50s, but more when I arrived in New York in the early 80s and how he was still alive and still very prominent in his engagement with the food world. But the historical part of it, I mean, of course, you have seen transformation happening in America with food, and I think he was really the instigator of transforming America through food.
I didn't realize this, but he was co-founder of a program called Meals on Wheels,
yes,
which you are co-president of
yes,
now.
Absolutely.
Talk about your interest in that and his role in that.
Well, his role was with Gayle Green together, and a group of New Yorkers at the time decided to create a charity to serve meals for elderly in New York City.
Yeah.
And today they're serving 18,000 meals a day.
Wow.
And it's a wonderful program. And I think he was very involved with the community, but with the country as a whole. And he was as passionate about what haute cuisine was as much as what a ham and cheese should be.
Yeah, I love that he loved cream chip beef. He likes cream chip beef. Is a friend of mine.
Anthony asked you in the break, how many James Beard Awards have you won? And I love that you just said, let me think about it. What does that mean, though? You've won multiple.
No. I won many personal James Beard Awards, such as Best Chef New York, Best Chef in America. But I had many chefs, many pastry chefs, who won Rising Star, who won Best Pastry Chef, who won Best Service, Best Wine List. So I think the James Beard Award, it came after in the foundation, as the foundation was created, the James Beard Foundation, after he passed, because they started with his house, this modest house on 12th Street, where it all started. And I think it was a dedication to the world of food, and every professional around the country could have a chance to have a stage here in New York to come and cook for a public. And I think that was the initiative was fantastic, and I think the reward is national, is not only for just famous chef, great chef, but also very local places and iconic places.
Well, Kathleen Squires, our producer, and Chef Daniel Boulud, thank you so much for being with us. It's a wonderful documentary.
It really is.
I know.
America's First Foodie kicks off a series on iconic chefs for the PBS series American Masters, starting on Friday, May 19th.